guys! Okay, so today I'm going to try and make my second video, and this subject was suggested by my good friend Hungry Heels, and given that I'm really passionate about books, I had to make this one like the first. And well, don't be scared, I have lots of things to show you and I hope you like them. So I'm going to talk to you about my favorite books, and some of them I read in college. I think I'm going to start with one of the greatest authors in all my life. I mean, can you see his name? Shakespeare? Yeah. So this is the Portuguese version of Hamlet, and I also have Much Ado About Nothing and Macbeth, and I have to say that these are my three favorite Shakespeare plays so far. I have to say that Hamlet is probably my favorite of the tragedies, and Much Ado one of my favorite comedies. I like Midsummer's Night Dream as well. What else? Okay, this one. I love Picture of Dorian Gray. This is in English, yeah. I think this was actually the first English book I bought, and it was a bit by accident. This was, I think I bought it, doesn't say in here, does it? Oh, it doesn't. I think I bought it like 5 years ago maybe, and I had never read in English before, and I started with this one. Maybe not much of a good choice. This one is, I'm not sure of the title in English, but it's by Voltaire. It's probably his most known. In Portuguese we say, the name in Portuguese is Cândido ao Otimismo, and I read this for college this year. Really good. I love Voltaire. I think he's just so ironic and funny and sarcastic, and I loved it. Let's see what else. Oh, the book I finished reading, which is Cloud Atlas. I read it in Portuguese, and I'm so overwhelmed by it. I think it's an amazing book. I loved it. I think, well, it's huge. Like in Portuguese, it's over 600 pages, but it's so worth it. I was so happy because I love the film, and I really loved the book as well. And this is a really positive surprise for me. One of my favorite books of all time and in existence so far, because I'm just like 19, is The Fault in Our Stars, of course, by our dear John Green. By the way, John, if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you. Portuguese fan over here. Portuguese nerd fighter. What's up? I'm such a nerd. And, well, this was my first John Green book, and I bought it because I was very curious about why he had such a fuss about it. Everybody was talking about it, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. No, I should have known better. When people told me you're going to cry, I said, I'm not that sensitive. Yes, I am. I cried a lot. I read that part that everybody knows about. I read it, and I was like, and I just cried and cried for a bit, and then I said, okay, I respect this book, I will finish it. And I finished it, and I will read it again probably a year from now when things are a bit different, and I think that'll be good. Now, my favorite, oh yeah, I have to mention one before this one. I don't have it because I read it and it was borrowed, but I love The Great Gatsby by our dear F. Scott Fitzgerald. I love that book. I think it's amazing, and the film is also very good, at least in my opinion. And now, drum roll, which I cannot do. My favorite book of all time is The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux, whom I love, really. I love this book, and it's so worn. It's like 2 years. It's been with me for 2 years, and it took me like 2 months to read. I was very careful with it, and I love it. I remember that I was working at the museum while I was reading it, and when I was alone, I would read out loud, which is something that I like to do. I love to do that, and I would sing as well, but that's another story. But I'm going to tell you which ones I want to read before starting school again. So I want to read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and I want to read J.K. Rowling's new book. This is borrowed, and it's in Portuguese, and it's really big. I'm not sure if I'm going to manage to finish it. And well, despite having only a few couple books here, there are a lot of Portuguese books that I love and authors. I'm not really going to mention many because I haven't read in Portuguese for a long time. Books in Portuguese sometimes are a bit expensive, and all my money goes for books that I either really want to read or books for college. So I hope this was elusive and not too boring to watch. For those of you who don't know, I'm planning to do a couple more videos, and I might do them today or soon. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, or something you would like me to discuss, like, I don't know, bedroom tour, maybe. It's kind of the... By the way, there's my bear. Can you see it? It's like my favorite thing. When I got him, he was bigger than me, and I loved him for it. And I still love him. That's why he's still there, never gone. And I don't know, I might do maybe some things about me and my family if you want me to. About college, since this is my last year, I can tell you more a bit about of what I've been studying, what I've been learning, of what college has meant to me, and all that. The next two videos, one is going to be about my Tumblr friends. I'm going to be speaking about some of my really close friends, and I'm also going to do a video about my idols, whether Portuguese and English, and I'm going to also be speaking about Tom Hiddleston and what he means to me, and I'm not going to talk about that now. So I have stuff for the other video. Okay guys, so I hope you like this video. I hope I haven't spoken too fast. I hope it's all understandable. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I love you lots. Bye bye.